understanding the mind of a college coach. So a college recruiting coordinator typically looks like someone like me. You know, late 20s, early 30s. They're typically not married. If they are, they're still working 60 to 100 hours a week, trying to manage this recruiting process, trying to manage developing a team, and really managing a lot of different things at the same time. So keep that in mind as you're building a dialogue with these college coaches. Understand that they're probably getting anywhere between 100 to 200 emails a day, and they're getting or making probably anywhere between 20 to 50 phone calls a day. So they're overworked, often underpaid, travel a lot, and have a limited amount of time and attention span, you know, to do things and interact with parents and student athletes. So keeping that in mind, you know, when you send an email, keep it short, to the point. When you send, you know, an email, a highlight video, we always recommend make sure it's 3 to 5 minutes. It's quick. It's to the point. Their time is precious, and they're looking for efficiency and effectiveness around how they're recruiting their next pool of athletes. Always provide them in each email with all of your contact information at the bottom in a signature. We go through this in specific details with the clients that we work with and some of the recruiting tips and strategies that we provide. But keep in mind, the college recruiting coordinator and assistant coach is not the head coach. But that is most often the person that you're going to build the relationship with first, realizing that the head coach is focusing on developing the current team as much as possible, and the head coach really gets brought in to do more of the active recruiting once the assistant coach and recruiting coordinator has qualified what players that they're really interested in, and that pool of players is down to a much smaller group of specific players that their program is interested in. So a couple final, you know, points related to dealing with the assistant coach and recruiting coordinator. Often you need to tell them when you're going to be playing in what tournaments, and if they're going to be traveling to those tournaments, make sure that you let them know what team you're on, what your schedule is, what jersey you're wearing, what jersey number you wear, and make it very simple for them to print that out or save that in an email and make it almost part of their itinerary as part of that tournament or showcase that they're traveling to. That's a huge point to keep in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is periodically updating them on where your son or daughter is at, especially if you've already started a dialogue with them. So let's say your son was or daughter was named, you know, all county or all state. Maybe it's a great idea to send an email saying, hey, you know, my son John was named all state, and here's his final season statistics, and provide them, you know, a quick email with a wrap up on some of the highlights from his season. And, you know, recommended do it in a bullet point format to make it easy.